Hey guys, Bill here with a quick trade analysis. Wanted to give a quick note. You guys have seen some pretty crazy action today. We were looking for a couple things. Um, you don't have to understand this chart completely, but I hope in the next couple weeks or so you guys will understand what these lines mean, and you'll be able to read these charts just as easily as I can. So first of all, you see these red lines. These are resistance lines. These are where Bitcoin will probably bounce. So we're looking at a couple different things for a bounce, and this is one of them. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about resistance and trend lines. So you should always expect a trend to continue unless you see something significant to make you think that it won't. So this is what we're facing right now. So the trend has been, as I scroll backwards here, you can see that the downward trend from when we were at $20,000, we would trend within this what they call a channel. And so here's the high and here's the low, and it's trending downward. And then we saw a little bit of resistance here at this point, and so we were bouncing within there, and then it broke free from that, and it went right back up to its old trend line. You can see that it perfectly matched right across that trend line. And so what we need to see for it to go up, for us to see the trend break, is we need to see it break above 10,988, which is right here. So it's now at 10,362, and it's bouncing around that area. What I'm expecting is a little bit of activity over here. Now that it's finally broken out of this, what they call a flag, it's broken out of this flag and it's coming up and out. What's most likely going to happen is we're going to see it come up to 10.9. And that's where I actually have a sell. Currently, I've set my sell at 10.9 because the two resistance point is the psychological point of 11,000 and the fact that this has a resistance of 10.9 right here. So it's very likely that we're going to see a little push or a little stall right here. If it doesn't stall and it goes up, the next psychological break is 12,000, and that's really what we're hoping for. For us to get back up to the $20,000 range, we really need to see it break this trend line. Now, what I'm expecting to happen, and either way, we have a potential to make money. So if it comes up to 10, close to 11, and you sell at 10 or 11, and it breaks the trend line, you want to get back in as quickly as possible. So if it breaks past that trend line and you get back in, let's say you lose $100, no big deal. But then it's very likely going to hit the 12. I would sell again, do the same thing, wait and see what happens. Because if it doesn't break these two lines, what's very likely going to happen is it's going to come way back down here again. And again, it's going to recompensate. It's going to skip back into the channel. We could see it go all the way back down to 93 again, or all the way down to 81. So whenever you talk to traders, you're always going to hear all the potential scenarios. And what we play is we play the best case for any scenario. And so in many cases, what we're doing is we're just patiently waiting. We only have to do one good trade a week to be able to increase your profits 10% a week, or two small trades a week to be able to do that. So right now we're in a hold mode. We've been in a hold mode ever since it crossed over here. It crossed over this line, and we saw that it wasn't going to break. We've been in a hold mode waiting to see. The bounces haven't been big enough for us to take advantage of them. So it did hold right here, which was good news for us. It held at the $9,400 mark, and now it's heading back up. We're waiting for, let's say, what is this? The hourly. So we're looking at possibly 6-8 hours. It could happen sooner, but it could be as long as 6 hours from now before we see it test this $11,000 mark. So it'll probably bounce around a little bit in here and then come up and touch that line. When it touches that line, that's when we decide whether we're going to buy and sell and expect the next dip, or hold on to it and wait for it to hit the next level, which is the $12,000 mark. So there's heads up. Said all that to say, I'm holding, not trying to gain $50 dips because it's volatile and nobody really knows which direction it's going to go. So hope that helps you get to the next level of understanding, and I'll see you on the next one.